mythos of the 12 gods. .1 series. I understand that it's still kind of hard to see when it's coming, but we are looking at April at this time.
That's all the same shit. Tataru's Grand and dude, who's Tataru?
Course, part of those updates will include.
Oh, it's that little Lalafell dude with the hat.
Scenario. We will have a new story with each patch installment.
I know who it is. Don't you capital D colon me. I remember who it was from the story.
Of course, we've heard many people ask for him to come back. This gentleman extraordinaire, Mr. Hildebrand, will be making his return. And then, of course, a new series of side quests named Tataru's Grand Endeavor.
Why do I feel like you guys are going to want me to do cutscene streams of this? And why do I kind of want to do it? What the fuck is wrong with me?
I believe the last Hildebrand, last time Hildebrand was seen was in patch 5.3, the Hero's Gauntlet. And this is a random occurrence, so you may or may not have seen him. But when you are doing your Warrior of Light battle, he is one of the people that is summoned. We hope you enjoy whatever odd adventures that he gets into.
アライアンスレイドミソロジオエオーゼア12時にまつわる物語ですねスタートします。
My dragons were prized! My dragons! Ultimates made! Oh my god!
Myths of the Realm, Part 1, implemented. This is going to delve into or touch upon the mythos of the 12 gods. And so next is the new PvP, the Crystal
Alliance,
Conflict. We will have a new Beast Tribe quest, or like a new tribal quest, Arkasodara tribe quest in their dailies, and then a new
Myths
ultimate
of the
content.
Realm.
Thank you so much for your patience. Our new ultimate duty will be implemented as of 6.1.
Yeah!
アルテマになりますが、もうバランスチェックも終わっていて、結構むずいですよ。
There it is. There it is.
And of course, we will finally be reopening the Unreal battles. Ultima's Bane will be what's coming for the next battle. We are currently testing this out, but it's quite challenging.
アルテマウェポンってもともと結構初期に時間のない中で作られていて、IL が結構みんな上がってるんで、いろいろギット無視できたりとか。
Of course, when we first designed the Ultima Weapon fight,
I love you too, and I can't wait to see you.
it was done in a rush. And then by now, I think people have raised their item level. So even if you take damage, it's not as bad. But with the Unreal battles, we have adjusted the boss fight so that it matches that of a level 90 player. So, and we've kind of finalized the item level. So testing it out, I enjoyed it. It was a very interesting battle, and it's very challenging for sure.
Dude, I love Unreal. I love Unreal. I used to do it on 3 characters every week. Back when it was Shiva, back when it was Titan. I didn't touch the fucking thing when it was Leviathan because Leviathan
There was a
sucks
comment
ass.
about the Beast Tribe quest, and it seems to not be very favorable to call it that. I know we're trying to shift it to say tribe quests, or like we're just calling it by the tribal name in the English, but we are going to try to figure out a better way to phrase it.
People have an issue with Beast Tribe quests? What?
And I want to backtrack a little bit to the ultimate duty, the new ultimate duty, and we're balancing right now and making adjustments, but
don't
it's
say level 80.
Quite difficult. So if you're up for a challenge, that's fantastic. But yeah, it's going to take some. It's going to again be challenging.
実は 6.11 かな。
Ultimate would be not 6.1 but 6.11, so it's probably not at the same time as the major patch.
まあメインシナリオをやったり。
No, that's fine. It's supposed to come out that way. No. It's supposed to come out that way. They're supposed to drop the ultimate like 2 weeks after the catch-up patch.
And then 6.1 is also when we open up the Ishgard housing. So I'm sure people will want to sign up for like housing plots. So we're going to wait 2 weeks after the launch of the major patch and then release the ultimate duty.
Yeah. That's what they normally do.
So continuing on with the 6.1 series updates.
You don't want Ultimate
so
to come out at the same
main
time.
Quest, the trust system.
You don't
for
want
A
to,
Realm
because then you
Reborn
can't.
Patch 2.0 main scenario
Then you can't do any of the other
dungeons.
content.
And then a new calling card style UI. So this is going to be a new reward type system that we plan to start implementing. So for this calling card style UI, this is something that we'll cover in our next two live letters. There's one definitely planned on March the 4th, and we'll do like a 6.1 feature, part 1 and part 2. So we'll delve into details at that time. So next item would be new hairstyles for Hrothgar. Thank you so much for your patience on this. The next two items is the opening of Imperium or Ishgard housing, and then custom deliveries. You get to meet with Alphino and Alizé's mom, Amelians. We had a question about when is the new PvP going to go live.
Yo, I got a question. When are you
again,
gonna add
we'll
more
cover
fucking
this
bears in this game? I got a
upcoming
question.
other PLOs,
When you
but
gonna
we
acknowledge
are
my
looking
question?
At 6.15 timing for that. And of course, new trials, we can't say what, but other assorted updates are planned for the 6.1 series.
Yeah, new trials, same. Okay, trust
感じに
system.
なってて、まあ一番の注目はやっぱり
New
お知らせ
weapon
して
and
いた
shit. Whoa!
無人島開拓が今からスタートになります。
Criterion! Whoa, what is this?
So next up is the 6.2 series. This is one of the large, like the anticipated content, I believe, is the Island Sanctuary. That's when we're going to start opening this up.
More like I'm falling asleep.
More
like I'm falling asleep sanctuary, resident sanctuary.
I had the opportunity to check the overall sort of content yesterday, and it's quite large scale, but I think it's coming along nicely. So I'm afraid we don't have the time to cover it today, but we will take the time at another opportunity so that we can explain the details of this. But it is going to be a different sort of area that you can enjoy, and it's a very self-contained sort of content that you can enjoy. So going back to the earlier bullet points, we will be applying the trust system for the 2.x main scenario dungeons, maybe partially into Heavensward. Oh, we also want to mention we will be expanding on glamours. Glamour ミラプリのごめんなさい、ミラプリはグラマープリズムの方でしょうか。
Oh my god.
So glamour related updates. I'm sorry, I wasn't sure how to phrase it, so I squeezed it out of Yoshida-san. We will be addressing and expanding upon glamour plates as part of the first glamour related updates.
Oh shit! We got a bingo!
ちょっと全部書ききれないけど、いつものノーマルと極があるとかいうのは、まあいつも通りやってくるので、まあその辺は書かれてなくてもあると思ってもらえると助かります。
Swan bingo.
And of course, we will have whatever content that you can expect in a patch update, so like new trials, etc. It's not.
We'll do all that shit after.
We couldn't fit it all in the slides, but
we'll do all that shit after.
And we're also looking at like how to expand upon like the number of sets stored. So we're hoping to find an opportunity to do that update, like not an overhaul, but like an update on that as well. And then the fourth bullet point, it's just kind of snuck in there as part of like the updates, but it's a new thing that we're trying to do. It's a dungeon with variable difficulty.
Let's go. Let's go.
開発コードネームなんですけど。
And so the code name that we're using here is like Criterion Dungeons, but so you can attempt this with 1 to 4 people, and what makes it variable is that if you go in, depending on the number of people you go in with, so 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people,
okay, that's cool. It scales.
Sort of varies. It will automatically scale, so it's like a content where players can sort of challenge themselves.
Dude, just taking a warrior. That's all you need.
It is coming along nicely, but and we're still performing checks on the content. So please stay tuned for new information as they become available when we can talk about 6.2.
Yeah, that's not Deep Dungeon. Yo, they're coming back with Deep Dungeon.
And then moving into 6.3, so we continued to add more trust NPCs. We should be able to address the remaining main scenario instanced dungeons in Heavensward. And then players from around the world had asked about when do we get a new deep dungeon, and so we are in the planning.
Is that 2 Ultimates?
We're hoping to launch the 3rd in the series of deep dungeons at 6.3
No
series
fucking
timing.
way we get 3.
そしてですね、すでに、開発スタートして進んでるんですが、Z シリーズの第5弾を、LXVIIIでリリース予定です。
And then we are already starting to make plans for this, but we do intend on adding one more ultimate duty. So this will be the 5th one in the series.
Okay, all right, okay, 2. Okay, all right.
もちろん行っていきます。
Okay.
And
Okay.
of course, because we will be opening up the Island Sanctuary as of 6.2, at 6.3 series timing, we will continue to update it.
More of these dungeons. This is new type of content.
And then next page.
And so was that other thing on the other slide. What was it called? Ultimate 5, I think? Yeah, Ultimate 5, that's new. So they're adding 2 new type of content.
Complete the trust system implementation into all of the Stormblood main scenario dungeon series. And so that should get through all of Stormblood. And then, of course, our Criterion Dungeons will see an update. We should have numbers 2 and 3 implemented. And then for Island Sanctuary, at this time, we want to expand upon the area. So we'll have an additional area.
2 Ultimates. 2 Ultimates on the roadmap. Now, we're not guaranteed to get the second one, okay? We're not guaranteed to get the second one, but it's on the fucking roadmap. Put it on the fucking roadmap. Okay? It's fine if they delay it. They got a whole other patch.
I'm sure
fucking
some
put
of
it
you
in the
might
game.
be wondering about, okay, when is the next time the Blue Mage is going to have their level cap increased?
No one's fucking thinking about that. No one's just move on. No one gives a shit. No one gives a fuck.
We need to monitor the situation, and so I'm afraid we aren't able to determine exactly when this is going to happen. But we do intend on doing it. We will
eventually phasing
share
it out.
more information when we are going to do like a patch specific like updates live stream. Please note that even if it's not written in the document, it doesn't mean that we're not going to do it. So
Yo, that's fucking copium
yeah,
of
there
shit.
might be information that we're
Just
still
because it wasn't
in the
on there,
planning
guys,
phases,
doesn't mean
and
they're just not gonna be in there.
able to solidify at this time. So we will continue to look at the various existing content and provide updates when we can. I see that people in the comments are talking about various granular areas of patch updates, and I think it's safe to say that things that we know people are expecting in a regular update will more than likely be included. So I want to make sure that don't be worried.
Good roadmap.
And
I mean, most of this
the
shit.
Tribal quests beyond Arcasadara.
Most of this shit is
I'm sure
expected.
Mystery, but we have a plan. We do have like which.
But it's nice they're bringing back Unreal. Nice they're
focus in on, and we do.
They're
want
introducing
to
the
have
whatever
content
dungeon
available per each of the patch. So it'd be great if you could wait or not wait, but like speculate, kind of imagine which tribe will we be focusing in on. And we do intend on making Gold Saucer updates, but we still haven't determined if it's going to be 6.4 or 6.5. So that's why we're not mentioning it at this time. But yeah, just wanted to go through all of these roadmaps just so that we know that we plan to continue providing very hefty updates.
What
But
UI
with that being
changed?
said, allow me to make one announcement.
There wasn't a UI
メジャーパッチ
change.
のサイクルについてです。
And this is regarding the major patch
The card
cycle.
system is not a UI
こ
change,
れ
you
までです
fucking
ね、申
idiots.
請目標に掲げてやってきま
Previously,
した。
one major patch.
So of course, since the
Okay, here we
launch
go.
of Realm Reborn, we've tried to keep this pace of
2.5.
one major patch update per every 3.5
2.5.
でこれをですね、本当申し訳ないんですが、
2.5
2週間プラスしてですね、
What?
4
No!
ヶ月にさ
Are
せ
you
てください。
fucking kidding me? You would do that! You would take my heart and you'd rip it out!
Ask you of this, but we need to extend it by 2 weeks, and so we want to change it so that it's one major patch every 4 months.
まあマイメジャーパッチを 3.5 ヶ月でなんとかやってきたのをちょっと4ヶ月まだプラス2週させていただけると助かります。
So of course we have periods of our development
Nah, it's
cycle
fine.
where it's development and then implementation,
Nah, it's fine.
and various adjustments, fine tuning that we do. So those 2 weeks that we ask of you for your patience is 1 week for additional implementation, and then 1 week additional for fine tuning. So that makes it that 3.5 months now turns into 4 months.
Seriously, I thought it was going to be a lot more. I thought it was going to be like 5 months or something. Seriously, I did. So the fact that it was only like 4 months now, like.
And in addition to that, we do have breaks, like summer vacation or summer holidays, New Year's holidays. I'm sure people have family that they would visit over the holidays, and so for those holiday seasons, we might see an additional like 1 week's not delay, but like 1 week's time added as well.
Okay. Now I said 2.5 months, but I was just joking. I knew it'd be longer. There's no way 2.5 months. But I was honestly expecting like 5 months or 6 months.
As I explained in the first half, when we were looking back at our first 10 years, we really depended on the motivation of each of the developers that are on the team. And me included, I was moving around and very hands-on with my team, but looking at our schedule and how we work, I do want my team to be healthy and be able to sort of maintain a good level of quality because they are taking the necessary breaks. And
well, they're also doing a graphic update over time, right?
Might not have
so there's also
as well as we should have because some of us may have been pushing too hard. So that's the reasoning behind why we want additional time. And thank you so much for the kind comments regarding our staff and making sure that you're showing your concern to our staff members. It really
we don't have vacations over here in NA
to relay that. But considering what we've been doing in terms of providing an update every 3.5 months since 2.0, and we work.
This was actually a banger live letter.
So such and such weeks.
This was a banger live letter, not gonna lie.
So we put together
way
this
better than
comparison chart for you to take a look.
What the fuck?
Of course, our development largely is broken down to planning, development, adjustments, and debug. And this is some of the numbers that we've pulled up. So the column on the left is patch 3.3 series timing. And then the column on the right is patch 5.3 series. So, I mean, the number of content, like types of content, may not have varied over the years. But if you look at, say, like the number of jobs, from patch 3.3, 11 jobs, we've now jumped up to 18 as of 5.3, which means a lot of different balance adjustments for those. Number of bosses have gone from 17 to 23. Of course, with our development team, thanks to the support via monthly submissions or subscriptions from everybody, we are able to strengthen our team. We were able to hire additional staff. And so our team has definitely grown, but we're not in a factory manufacturing
hire more.
We're not an assembly line.
And do it now.
We require training. We require for our staff to gain experience. Not everybody is a super ace player like Nakagawa or Sudo.
Oh, Nakagawa, the guy making the ultimate. Okay.
So if you would imagine our sort of team, I guess, our staff or how we're organized as like a giant triangle.
Yeah.
And of course we can always scale the triangle to be larger, but I mean, it's still a triangle, so
like
the
a dink-donk cat.
Small.
Okay.
And when you get to like the director and producer level, I mean, we train fantastic people, but like it doesn't grow in numbers as much as like when you scale the lower part of it, and there still requires a lot of adjustments that need to be applied on the things that we do create. And of course, it would be awesome if we can create like multiples of
Make it a
Yoshida.
square.
Maybe if we can clone him.
Make it a
or,
square.
Like, I don't know. But still, it is quite a challenge.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying, perform the Heidelin kick on Yoshida and sunder him, then we'll have 14 of him. But then, wait, no, but he's sundered, so he's like thinner. Like you have a diluted version of him.
Dude, I can't wait for the questions, man. I'm excited for the questions. They're going to ask questions like,
I've noticed the color of the cloud in Limsa is slightly different than in Ulta. Do you have any plans to change this?
and then they're going to talk about that for like 30 fucking goddamn minutes.
And if we look at the cutscenes, we went from 2 hours 25 minutes to 4 hours and 30 minutes. And this is like if you let the dialogue autoplay.
Yeah, I let the dialogue autoplay. I like that option.
Brought on many talented people onto our teams, but we still require somebody to look at the product that they create, and there needs to be a director that makes sure that we're aligned.
Even as we tackle new challenges, we will continue to deliver plenty of updates on a regular schedule. Join us as we embark on the next 10 years of Final Fantasy IV. We did it, guys! We did it!
Plans leading up to 7.0, and we still want to continue bringing you the different patch updates. And so with the different elements that we implement, as well as the balancing that we do, the fine-tuning,
10 more years.
We don't want to compromise any of that. That's why we do want to continue producing the patches to the quality that we hold ourselves up to.
Oh,
so
dude, I'm going to be
want
47
to
in 10
2
years.
weeks so that we will have
46.
The 4-month patch
Holy
cycle.
shit,
but
dude.
we will continue to bring you regular updates.
I need to remember this moment for a second. The 10-year mark.
And
this is the start of it right
strive
now.
for another 10 years. This is our
Remember
goal.
this.
And I'm hoping that we will get to a point where we will be celebrating, or like we will be looking back at our journey in our 20th like anniversary.
I'll be 46 years old, dude.
And I'm still gonna be fucking shitting all over you young kids' fucking damage and fucking clearing content.
We
Gonna
do
be
want
losing to an old
do
man.
more, take on more and more challenges, bring you more surprises. So I want to continue building this together with you all. So yeah, it would be great if you could.
You can
continue
say whatever the
to
fuck
keep
you
with
want,
us.
because by that time I'm gonna have fucking dementia and nothing is gonna offend me. I'm not even gonna know where my fucking dick is, dude. But I'm gonna remember how to play this fucking game.
Good live letter.
Sorry, one more thing. We did see a lot of comments about, so when is data center travel going to be implemented? We are currently looking at 6.18 timing for that. Thank you guys so much for your patience as we navigate through all of this. But yeah, I will see you guys some other.
Yo, this right here.
At another
Look.
opportunity.
This quality of the camera is going to be the old quality, and this quality right here. So this right here, this is like a cutscene. This is a cutscene where they didn't update one of the NPCs. This is what it's going to look like. That's what it's going to look like right here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, dude?